apparently, so Sunrise, the people who make the Mobile Suit Gundam stuff,
Mm.
apparently they're gonna make a life-size Gundam Seed mobile suit in Shanghai, China, which is like a 1-to-1 scale, which is the Freedom Gundam, not the OG Seed Gundam, which is base form, but the Freedom one with the blue wings and stuff. So I
That's
don't know
really
if
ironic.
yeah, dude, like literally, it's a very, very ironic because it's Freedom Gundam, but there's
China's
protests
been having problems with the police.
exactly, and I feel like that's why they're doing it because to like tell everybody or the world, be like, yeah, we're free. See, we have this Freedom Gundam,
We
so
have a
obviously we're
giant
free.
robot.
We have freedom here in China, but obviously, that's not really the case.
China shows freedom by putting up a statue. America shows. I'm not finishing that joke.
Yeah, and you would think that U.S. would collaborate with Sunrise and they would put that here, but I guess since Gundam isn't big here, it doesn't really.
I feel like they might focus more on Asia because, like, isn't there already
Hmm.
one in Japan?
Oh yeah, there's like two Gundams in Japan, like life-size Gundams, and there's going to be a third one very soon actually that actually
Mm.
moves, and it's based on the RX-78, which is the original OG Gundam.
If they put a Gundam in America, it has to be the Barbatos because you're all barbarians. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. I don't know. I feel like Double O would be awesome if they did that here. Because it's
Or they can just ruin it and make it the Double O Diver.
I don't know. I don't like that design though.
Exactly.
I
They're gonna listen to this and put it up just for that.
yeah.
The Yandere man doesn't like it. We'll put it up.
Wow. How dare they?
But yeah, I think it's cool that they're putting up a life size Gundam in somewhere that isn't Japan. Because like,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure in the show or the shows there are like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's like usually based on some sort of like government political premise, and there's like different countries, obviously.
Yeah.
So having
Planets.
different Gundam in yeah, having the different Gundam in different countries is a good idea. And then one day, when we get to a war with giant robots, they can help.
Yeah. They're just gonna transform a hollow metal shell of a statue into an actual functioning parts or something.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw, like, I think it was Gundam Info uploaded a video about making, like, a life-size Gundam frame, so,
Hmm. No,
like, the inside.
that's the one I'm talking about. That they're gonna
Okay,
make it so
well,
it moves.
that's gonna be great then. Japan will have a giant robot on their side.
Yeah, they're pretty much ahead of the race at this point.
They're gonna send it to space, and then they'll go to Mars. And
Hmm.
then eventually the mine workers on Mars are just gonna get unhappy and get a giant robot of
Wow.
their own.
Of
And
course.
then come to Earth, and then they're all gonna die. And
Wow.
that, kids, is iron-blooded orphans.
Pretty much. Have you seen any of the well, obviously it sounds like you already seen IBO, which is Iron Blooded
I've
Orphans.
seen I've seen Iron-blooded orphans twice
Mm-hmm.
because I started watching it when it like in Japanese when it started.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the first like two episodes, and then a few years later I watched the dub in its entirety. And then last year they added it to Netflix, so I watched it all.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I thought for a show about Iron Robots I wouldn't get emotional, but like the second season of that is like completely like unexpected. Like even after I saw it the first time, it still got me by surprise.
Yeah.
And then
Mm-hmm.
I've seen I think half of the first season of Double O, and then I've seen Build Fighters and Build Divers, and I've seen oh what is it? One of the movies. There was like a movie they put on Netflix. I watched, which is in the same universe as or the same timeline, which I think is the same as the original as Unicorn.
Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, and I've seen Unicorn,
Oh, okay,
but
so
that's all.
you've pretty much seen like the mainstream kind of ones.
Yeah. Yeah,
except for the original because that's not really mainstream anymore.
I want to find the original on DVD because like I like having old anime on DVD. Like instead of watching it digitally, like I've got Dragon Ball Z on DVD, Yu-Gi-Oh DVD,
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon, loads of old shows on DVD. So if I'm going to watch the original Gundam, I want to get it on a DVD. But I've not seen it yet.
Yeah,
How
same
about your
here.
experience with Gundam, Mister Gundam Man?
I've actually seen a fair amount of Gundam shows. I pretty much seen almost all of them that you've mentioned, except for the whatever movie you're referring to, and well, not entirely Unicorn. I've only seen like the first two episodes of Unicorn, then kind of dropped it because it felt kind of boring to me, so I just couldn't get into it. I've
Yeah.
seen build divers. The
What
like
did you think?
I don't know. I've only
So,
gotten to episode 5 where they
Gundam
introduce.
SAO.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I like the whole concept that you use your gunpla as a way to like virtualize your whatever in the game, which is pretty
Yeah.
awesome concept because they can actually do that um, in real life, but
Yeah.
they just need to implement it or something or somehow figure that how that would work. Maybe
Mm.
RIF chips or something on each part of the Gundam that you build or something. I don't know, but I've seen a little bit of divers. I've only seen the first 5 episodes, like I said. So far, I don't know. I kind of got bored of it, so I kind of dropped it. I've
Hmm.
did see the original Build Fighters,
What did you
and
think?
I actually like the original Build Fighters, even though they're just about kids and stuff making their
What about
gunpla.
Build Fighters Try?
I did see a little bit of Build Fighters try. I've seen snippets of it. I think it was pretty interesting because I thought the redhead kid was related to the redhead kid in the first season, and that kind of
Yeah.
got me mixed up. I was like, is he his dad or
Hmm.
something? Because I think that's based in a little bit further in the future because the what's this guy named Meijo or the
Meijin Kawaguchi,
Meijing,
whatever his name is.
yeah, because he shows up in Try as well, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm really confused. Like, where's Say and the other kid,
They're
in that
like
second
grown
season?
up.
Yeah, exactly.
Say is like a world famous builder, and the other kid's just not there.
Yeah, because he went back to his different world or whatever. I guess he was an
Yeah.
alien or something at the end
I
of the first
guess.
season. I don't know. It wasn't explained.
Um, Build Fighters Try is what got me into Gundam. So
Hmm.
like it randomly got advertised to me on YouTube, and I was like, "Hey, I'll watch this." And it wasn't bad. So then I went back and finished Iron Blooded Orphans, and then got into it.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's a pretty good show to get into, especially the opening song. I like the opening songs. They're pretty good.
Yeah, Gundam always has good openings. Most of them are on,
Sometimes.
most of them are on Spotify as well, which makes me happy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have like a playlist of them on my
Of
Spotify
course
thing.
you do.
Of course, dude. They're hype. They're hype. Man with a Mission that sings the first opening of
Raise
IBO
your
is
flag.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're a great band. I actually like their songs and stuff.
Opening two of that first season. I didn't know this until I saw the band name.
Hmm.
It's the same band that did opening. Say the first opening of My Hero Academia season 4. I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
know it was the
yeah.
same band because they sound completely different.
Right, right.
But but yeah, it's the same, and I think it's cool.
Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff when it comes to
Yeah,
Gundam, especially the gunplay kits and stuff.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's pretty cool in general. If you guys haven't just contemplated whether you should get into Gundam or not, I highly suggest it. A lot of the recommended ones you should first start off with is not the original Gundam, because a lot of people are gonna not really get into the old, old anime style. But I'd recommend Double O or IBO or Iron Blooded Orphans first.
Iron Blooded Orphans is like great, and Double O, what I've seen, is also great.
Hmm.
But I kind of prefer Iron Blooded Orphans because I feel like the characters are more like, I don't know. What I've
Fleshed
seen of Double
out.
O seems
Yeah.
kind. Yeah, what I've seen of Double O seems kind of unclear. Well,
Yeah, because the whole Double O is more political than
Yeah.
Iron-Blooded Orphans, because Iron-Blooded Orphans focuses more on the characters and the development of them, but Double O is the development of the whole political spectrum of the Earth in its current state. Even though some of the Gundam pilots get a little background story, they rarely do, but you still get attached to them based on what they do throughout the show.
Iron-Blooded Orphans is like slaves becoming like world leaders, while Double O is just like, hey, we don't like politics. Take our politics.
In a sense, yeah.
It's like modern America.
Oh wow. Well, you're not wrong.
Take that.
Yeah. But what do you think of the whole Sunrise making these life-size Gundams? Like,
I think it's cool.
Do you think they will ever make one in the West or anything?
They should make a British one. Like, just like they had this statue like next to the Tower Bridge in London of Jeff Goldblum, and it was there for like a week or whatever to celebrate the anniversary of Jurassic Park. Now, imagine if they had a permanent Gundam next to Tower Bridge.
That'd be pretty sick.
Like, I don't know. I would love to go and see a Gundam. And I think if America gets one, it's obviously not Freedom. China's got that, which is still ironic. I don't know which Gundam they would get, but I think the Exia might be cool for the US.
Or like freaking Lock on Stratus, the what was it? Dynamax Gundam for you guys, because he's from Europe originally. Yeah. Which would be pretty sick. Like a huge robot with a big sniper and stuff.
And this sniper is part of the bridge.
That'd be pretty sick.
It just turns London into a huge Gundam theme park.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
Do you think that in the future we'll ever get like actual Gundams or functioning giant mech robots?
See, when you sent me the script earlier, I thought about this point for a while, and it made me think, like, you know, in Iron-Blooded Orphans, the mobile workers they have, where they're just like machines on wheels that like essentially just vehicles that help make their work easier. I think that's something humans will probably have, and then like eventually governments will be like, hey, these can be used for war, so they'll put guns on them and make them the armed mobile workers, and then eventually they'll be like, hey, we can make these robots, and then they'll make robots. Because like, you think about the system they use in Iron-Blooded Orphans. I'm not saying this is going to happen in the real world, but Iron-Blooded Orphans has the Alea Vignana system, which essentially helps them control it. Surely for a human to control it, it makes more sense for it to have legs than wheels.
Right.
So it makes more sense for it to be a robot, hence a Gundam. So if they have a connection, like a system like that, it'd make more sense. So I think one day we might have them, but they won't be called Gundam, and they won't be so like powerful.